Hey everyone, welcome to our noon live. I hope everybody's having a great day today on this Thursday. Hey, we're over halfway through, so yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna get started. So I wanted to do a very classic look for the eyes. I think it'd be good. And so we're going to do that. And of course, still do our makeup. You know, we come to you every day. I'll put those times up again. There they are below. And then we do go over our starter kit as well. So if you're interested in Luminous, what we have to offer and just what comes in the starter kit, like what you're going to receive, this is one of our icon, or this is the icon. We also have the Icon Pro. And then we also have the Legend. They all operate the same. So what I'm telling you to do for one, you can do for all of them. The Icon Pro does have 2 speeds. So if you want to do tanning or body work, things like that, that will be for you. It does come with the 2 bottles of foundation. And we give you the 2 bottles, the 2 large bottles, so you can practice. Think of this starter kit as your practice kit, as your get in there and get learning kit. So once you get it down, because when you get your starter kit, I want you just to do the foundation, like just get the movement, get the airbrushing down. And so you can use as much as you want. You'll find that with Luminous, you're going to be using 10 times less makeup. You heard me right, 10 times less makeup. And so with the Love and the blush that we give you, Love is a highlight, it's a hydrating illuminator, so it's going to give you a little bit of a luminosity, not necessarily a shine or a shimmer. It's just going to give you a, like, grab the sun and that youthful glow. And then the blush is super high pigmented, and so we only use a couple of drops of that. This is what I want you to do when you first, okay. This is what I want you to do when you first get started. You're going to get it out of the box and just practice with the air. As soon as you plug it in and turn it on, there is air that comes out. Now, what that is going to tell you is wherever you feel the air is where the makeup is going. So you holding this, just moving it around your face, keeping it 4 finger widths away, that's practicing, okay? Because this is the movement of airbrush. And then you can put water in the bowl here and start pulling back on the trigger. That releases the makeup, or that time water, and you can spray that on your face and get that feeling. Then you can even take some of your foundation, put a couple of drops in there and spray a paper towel or a tissue, and then you really will get to see how you're doing with the airbrush. Sometimes it's easier to visualize it if you could actually see it, because when you're airbrushing yourself, it's going on so light. This is not like traditional makeup, but it goes on so light that you might question whether or not it's coming out. And so doing that on a paper towel really will let you see how you're doing with the airbrushing. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Candy. Good afternoon now. Brenda, hello, Amber. Yay. Way to keep it going, guys. I love it. All right, so I am going to go in. I'm going to use my CC concealer. And I'm just going to put like 2 drops in there. And I'm just going to spray my lids. I did take everything off. I had some fun makeup on from the 10 o'clock. And now we're going to go back and do kind of a classic look. And so I'm just going in and covering the my darkness on my lids. Once I'm done with that, I'm like, am I losing stuff? Okay, there. Once I'm done with that, I can go straight into airbrushing. Usually I don't powder unless it's a cream that I'm putting on. With airbrush, you don't have to powder. If you feel like you want to, you can. But it's really not a necessity, but I'm just gonna powder my lids just a little bit. Sometimes it helps when using traditional makeup to put powder on to let it blend a little bit better. So I am going to use the Nude and Naughty palette. And so using, hey, I Aisha, good to see you. Brenda, good to see you. I'm going to be using the Nude and Naughty because it's a great staple palette to have in your kit. And when you want to do that real classic look, or I mean, it's a go-to. You have over 36 eyeshadows to choose from. All right. So I'm going to get a couple of brushes out. Get these out right now. All right. And sometimes I go by, like I'll put a very neutral shade on. You can, or you can leave it alone, or you can go straight into the crease color. I used to always do one neutral color all over, then start my crease, or do my lid and then start my crease. But it's always, I think it's always good to change it up because there's certain reasons to change it up, because when you end up doing your crease color and you've already done your lid, you will blend some of that off. And so it's good to kind of change it up to see what happens if you do it that way. Does that make sense? All right. So using I'll use a medium to dark brown matte in my crease. And at first I just stick with the crease, like just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like a little windshield wiper. Just blending that back and forth. Okay, very clean, very, it's just right there, bam. Brenda says, every day it's getting easier. Brenda, are you okay, baby? I thought you were talking about makeup, but I think you're talking about something else. All right, so for right now, I might blend it up just a little bit. I can always go back and blend it. I don't like seeing, there's a time and the place, but normally for everyday classic, I will stick to not having a harsh edge, like more blended look. Aisha asked, what about women of color? Is there a palette? Are you talking eyeshadow, babe? And yes, for sure. Oh my gosh, Brenda, I am so very sorry, baby. I am so very sorry. Aisha, if you're talking about eyeshadows, all of our eyeshadows are super high pigmented. So it's good for any skin shade. Ones you would want to check out though is another one I need to get. I brought them back since we were back in the office, and then now we're back at home. And so it's our Click and Play. And our Click and Play, it has some beautiful bright colors that will look amazing on darker skin tones. Or women of color. They're beautiful. So I definitely, here, I'll put the link. Let me put the link in real quick. Oops, hold on. Okay, I'm going to put the link and you'll see some amazing colors. It's the Click and Play eyeshadows. We do have some quads, and then we have the whole set. Let me go back here, and I'm going to paste that. There you go. That is the link to the Click and Play, and they're great. But even if you click on that, and there's the that is our eyeshadow site. Honestly, hun, all of our eyeshadows are amazing and will show up on any skin shade. So there you go. All right, so I blended that. You know, it's so funny, Aisha, that you bring that up, because that is a question we get a lot. And I have to say that Luminous, because of the quality of makeup from our airbrush, because we have colors for women of color as well, from airbrushing to traditional makeup to everything, honestly, everything. I mean, we have everything for women of color or the whitest white girl. We actually have one girl in our, we were just talking about this today. We have one girl in our, she leads up our graphics, and she's like transparent. She is super white. And we always, like, she's literally a shade 1. And I've had her on the live sometimes. You know, it is so, it's harder to do somebody that light than somebody with color to their skin. Things show up better with darker skin tones. With lighter skin tones, we have to, you know, you have to be so careful that you don't look like it's not too much. We end up, because our stuff is so pigmented, you end up having to soften it and blend it a little bit. So that's just funny, because we were just talking about that. All right, so now I did that color just in my crease. I kind of blended it up a little bit, but not too much. And now I'm gonna go in, I want kind of a gold color, but I think I'm actually gonna do 2 real quick. I'm gonna do a matte color, very neutral matte color, right here on the inside. Like that. And then I'm going to go back with this, with a, oh, this one. I'm digging this brush for some reason. This larger, I think I'll do this gold. I'm going to do a gold shimmer on the lid, but right where, like if I close my eyes, it would be right where the color of my eye is. So almost making like a square or an oval. Right there. I'm going to mix the lighter one in with it. I love mixing colors. And Aisha, if you, I'm going to put my, guys, if y'all have any questions or want to see certain makeup or a certain product, reach out to me. Please reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. If there are certain things you want to see, come on. All right, let me try this other one. It might be, that brush might be a little bit too fluffy. Also, with all of our products, you can't, with the eyeshadows, you can wet the brush or wet the pigment and put it on that way to make it kind of grab a little bit more. So right there. And then with the black, I'm going to go in. Can y'all see what's happening? With the black, I'm going to go in with my shorter, stockier brush and just do a little V on the outside. Okay. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Now, going back to that dark brown, I'm so silly right now. I'm gonna line underneath. I don't do a black underneath. I usually do a dark brown. To me, it's just a little bit softer, so I can line the top with black, but I don't necessarily always line the bottom with the black. All right. There we go. Now, as you can tell, it looks a little messed up, right? But remember, I started with my eyes. I need my wipes to get here. All right, I started with eyes, so I don't have anything else on. I did have some moisturizer on to prep my skin, but now I have a lot of fallout. Can you see? Can you see all that? I have some fallout because that brush that I was using was a little too fluffy. You can take one of your brushes, wrap the wipe around there, and do this. Okay, also watch, see how that one sticks out kind of funky? I'm gonna come in a little closer so you can see. Look at that. Cleaned it right up. Now I can move this, do the other side. Make sure this is clean. Bam. 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 All right. I'm going to go back. And now that I have this edge, I'm going to blend the black just a little bit more so it's not as severe. Right there. All right. So that's a neat little trick to do with your brush and a wipe. And that way you can clean that up before putting on concealer and all that. Now I still have my CC concealer in here. I might need to put a little bit more. But again, the airbrushing is so precise that it's not getting on my eyes. It's not, I'm not messing up anything. I can get it underneath and it's not going to mess up my eyeshadow. I can spray it underneath. And this is just the CC concealer again. I'm just kind of making a couple of passes. And now I'll go in with, let me see if I can shake this one up real quick. Nope, I need more to shake it up. I'm gonna go back with my silk. Put my drops in there. I might have had a little bit of CC concealer left, so I'm just mixing those together. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Add a little bit more to get my coverage. Remember, when starting, you're going to want to start with about 5 to 7 drops. Even if in the beginning you're using more than that, keep up with the 5 to 7 drops because that's what you'll get to, okay? So if you are able to do it that way, you're able to kind of gauge where you are. I feel like I sprayed too heavy here. So I'm just taking a little blender. I know I can see it on my nose too much. And again, that's why I love my Luminous. There's no mistakes. All right. So there we go. Foundation, concealer on. Now I can take my Cut 1 palette. And we also have the Cut 2 palette for darker skin tones. It's a great contour and highlight. Doing a little contouring. Yes, y'all should apply it along with me. If you're able to, that would be awesome. Because the one thing that it will show you, if you start like the foundation the same time I do, what that shows you is if you're pulling back on the trigger soft enough, because if you can put 5 to 7 drops in, if we both put 5 to 7 drops in, and you can make it last as long as I do, then you know you're spraying the right way. This is Charming Blush. I just like to have a little bit of kind of pink. And I kind of put it everywhere to tie it together. And then I can line my eyes if I need to. Definitely mascara or even lashes. And then, of course, Ballet Pink. I need to get more lips out here so I can have more options. But this Ballet Pink goes with anything. Right there. All right, so there you go. Easy, easy, easy. Guys, we are here for you each and every day. We are still here. We're still here. So definitely come back. Ask me questions. Let's talk. Let's have some coffee talk. If there's products, again, that you want to see, let me know. I need to order some right now. So let me know. Let me know. Because I want to be useful. I want you to utilize me and see how certain products, if you're unsure, if you're like, well, I've been applying it this way, is this how you do? Ask me. There are no dumb questions. All right. All right, guys. I will see you back here at 2. I'll be back with you at 2. All right. Bye for now.